Hello, Libra. This is Veritas Malefica with a general reading for the full moon in Aries on October 17th, 2024. Please keep in mind this is a general reading for a collective energy, not a personal reading. Not all of the messages may resonate specifically for you, and I'm going to keep the messages very general. If you are looking for a personal reading, I do offer them on a limited basis. The information for how to book them is listed below in the description box. I'm going to go ahead and tap in. I'm feeling a very dark energy, and I'm not sure if this is a collective thing, like this might not be just for you. Libra, I feel like this is just kind of a turbulent time, like some crazy things are about to happen, and there's some darkness that is just coming through, dark energy in general. Let's pull some cards. And connect to more of what's going on. Yeah, I just feel like there's this explosive sort of like quick rapid fire thing happening. And I think it's across the board for everybody. Page of Wands is stuck in the deck. And we have Seven of Pentacles at the bottom. So this says to me, I think your major theme for this full moon is going to be looking at what am I investing into and how am I investing into it? Is it something that's worth it? Is it something that I see myself getting into long term? Is this something that looks like success for me if I keep putting energy into this? It looks like there's been a bit of indecision, or there will be some indecision. Like there's going to be some sort of choice that needs to be made. Whether it's a yes or a no, we will get into. The Page of Wands being stuck there, and it's in reverse, kind of indicates to me that this may be a no on the decision. Like you may end up coming to the conclusion that what you are putting into something, you're not seeing yourself get the same return back that is commensurate to the effort that's being invested. That's just generally kind of what I see in terms of your microcosm. Macrocosmically, there is just a lot of change and a lot of things happening. There's a lot of ideas, a lot of energy, a lot of rapid fire movement. So this is a turbulent time. This is things happening, things going on, and you having to figure out how am I going to navigate that and get through it successfully. Look at who you're trusting in your life and reach out to those that seem like they can help you and aid you. Just be careful to have discernment in this process. I think you will see the true people that are helping you, and that's kind of what this theme is about for you this moon, is figuring out what's good for you and what isn't, and letting go of the things that are not and choosing the option that is, or deciding to leave an option that is not. Let's see what all these cards are doing here. Okay, Four of Swords coming out there. Yeah, my first impression right now is that with all of this chaos happening externally, you're really going within and taking some time out. You are removing yourself from the chaos in order to see clearly. And I think that's a very wise decision. I see you really connecting with this moon. I see you really taking the time to account for, what do I need to keep in my life and what do I need to remove? And I really see you taking time in solitude and quiet and trusting your inner instincts and the signs and symbols that you see to guide you in this process. Yes, if you have deities that you work with, I would work closely with them during this time. I see you making out all right. Everything's going to be fine with this. It's just things are in motion and things are moving, and it may appear as though you don't have control. However, sometimes fate needs to deliver what it is that you need. Sometimes it needs to turn things around for you so that you can get into the era that you need to, you can get into the energy that you need to, and you can move forward. Interesting. The Emperor is coming out with the Nine of Swords. And the Emperor is an Aries card. Yeah, I see this being a turbulent time and really, really getting stuck in your thoughts in this process. I see this as being the downturn of the wheel. You're going to take some time in solitude and quiet to really consider what your options are and what's going on in your life, what you're investing into, and what is balanced, what is not, what needs to stay, and what needs to go. This quiet time is going to cause a lot of change, a lot of friction, a lot of alternation in what's going on in your life. Something that you thought was the control point is actually not. Something that made you feel secure and confident, you're realizing was an illusion. You're realizing that that thing is holding you back. You're realizing that that thing is attempting to control you. You're realizing that that thing that you've put so much of your energy into is not going to give it back, is not going to take it and transmute it into something that you can work with. It's just sucking it out of you. It's literally sucking the life out of you in order to maintain their position of power and maintain that position of control. And I see you leaving. I see movement in a backtracking sort of motion. I see that someone has deceived you and someone has given you false promises. Someone has appeared to be something that they are not. And now the pathway is closing and we are deciding to cut something out. We're deciding to move in one direction. We're making a decision to remove something from our sphere because it doesn't serve us. It does not serve us. Interesting. I'm going to get a few of the cats for this. Can we talk more about the fates, please? Tell me more about the fates. Again, seeing that an option that you thought was available to you was really not. There's a bit of there's an evening out process. There's a balancing out process that's happening here, and it's coming in quite fast. An offer that you thought was for you, it turns out that there was something hidden in the process, that there was something that this person was not being forthcoming about, or they're just, you didn't have all the information available to you. And you are going to have to try to recalibrate and shift based off of that information. Now, I do see you having a new start and considering, where am I going from here? So this is a positive thing. But yes, again, another indication of a false start. And a lot of deception of like thoughts and communication, like somebody telling you lies and attempting to, disguise like, oh, I have this wonderful thing for you, or I have this great option. And they knew that it was actually not available to you, or they knew that it was bad for you. They knew that it would not serve your highest good. And they tried to present it as such. You see it now, and and you know that this is not a good combination of forces. This is not something that you're going to be able to work with. This is not something that's good. And I feel like this is just going to come in all of a sudden, like you're going to wake up and realize it. And then decide to move forward. You've got the whole world in your hands. That phrase keeps showing up for me. You've got the whole world in your hands. You will be moving forward. And there's something about the symbolism of a bird keeps coming up. Whether you have a bird spirit guide or somebody has a name that has the name of a bird or has a bird-like appearance or something with birds. Watch out for that as a symbol. That's going to lead you in the right direction. That person is going to be helpful. That symbol is going to be helpful. That spirit guide is going to be helpful and lead you to the correct option, to the thing that is going to help you move forward into your success. Yeah, I think just it's about removing this duality, this choice, this option. It's a very lopsided connection between two options, two people, however that resonates for you. But this needs to be cleared out because this person is literally funneling all of the energy that you're putting into this connection or this project or this whatever it is for you. This character or this thing is literally funneling your energy and not trying to give it back to you. Yeah. But when you're the lucky charm, you're the one who has all of the power in this. You're the one who has all the creativity. You're the one who is actually driving things. They're using you. And when you wake up to this, you're going to come in and get out and remove that situation from the table. So I do see you being okay, but I don't know that it's going to be, this is going to bring you into like a pondering state, and there will be a need to rest a bit after the action happens, after the craziness happens, the calm after the storm. You need to take that moment to consider and plan and look at what you're investing into. The Ace of Pentacles was just underneath this card. So that's a really good sign that it's going to move you, and it's in the upright. So then we have an ace that's not in reverse like the rest of them on the table. So you're going to be looking at, where am I moving forward from here? What is my plan? And I think that is your task moving forward after this lunation, after this realization, this epiphany moment comes to you, and after the action is taken, there's a need to rest, a need to recover, and a need to really consider your options. Now that you have found safety, relax into it. And again, something really important with birds, whether you find ravens, you keep seeing ravens or bluebirds or sparrows or whatever it is that resonates for you, or if somebody has a name that is the name of a bird, or has an appearance that looks like a bird, or wears a shirt that has a bird on it, something like that, when you see that symbol, wherever it is for you, that's going to be important to follow that and listen to that inner guidance and intuition when you do see that person or whatever that pathway is that is associated with birds in some way for you, that is going to be very helpful for you. So please look out for that. All right, that is what I have for you. And I'm going to leave it at that. That's a really interesting reading. I feel like all the readings are going to be really interesting. October feels really weird. I know there's a lot going on astrologically. Again, I don't claim to be an astrologer. I kind of go with the flow on that and pay attention to major movements. But yeah, it feels like a really strange month and kind of dark in general. So I feel like there's just going to be a lot of turbulence. So please take care of yourselves and make sure to rest, and make sure to really take that time to consider and think about, where do I want to go next? And what do I want to invest in that will give back and grow something that will be beneficial for me? All right, Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading or resonated with it, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It really helps me out. And I look forward to seeing you again for the next lunation. Also, don't forget to tune in for my Samhain reading. I will be doing a general energy reading that will be a bit longer for the Samhain or Halloween or All Saints Day, Fedgad, Dia de Muertos, however you celebrate it with whichever culture. When the veil is thinnest, I will be doing a special reading for that. So that will be up closer to the 31st. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.